Hi everyone! This is my first video that I'm shooting for YouTube, and I'm shooting it on my phone, so I apologize in advance for shaky camera, mistakes, things like that, because it's very unlikely that this is going to be edited. But I was so excited that I really just wanted to share some inserts that I've made for your Filofax. So I have that in quote because what I'm actually using is a day timer. It's a day timer Malibu, and so it's 8.5 by 11, or rather the pages are 5.5 by 8.5. So they're half a piece of letter size paper, which makes this insert really easy to make. The two inserts that I have are both sort of a minimalist approach to page inserts. So for me, I left most of the areas blank. I didn't assign weeks and days, weeks and dates to it, so that when you print it out, you can do that. The first insert's going to look like this. It's the dot one. My favorite colors are black and white and gray and pink, so I stuck with that. So up top, you're going to be able to put the actual month and the year, and then in these you can stamp or handwrite the date, the first, the second, the third, etc. And then you have your typical week on 2 pages. When you would get that and print it out, this is how it would come out of the printer. And then obviously you have the option to flip it over, put it back in the printer, and have it double-sided. The next insert is one that if you're a little less minimalist, but still like this kind of thing, we have the heart insert. So again, same concept that you're going to be filling in a lot of the information, but it's hearts instead of circles and the space is a little bigger. This one is going to come out of your printer like this on a letter size piece of paper. And again, you can reinsert it. Every printer is going to be different. I had to do a few tests before I could really figure out how my printer worked with making the inserts double-sided and everything coming out correctly. After that, and this is the reason why everyone loves Filofaxes, and I definitely do too, I opted for this because obviously letter size paper is the standard in the US where I am, and so I'm just going to be making one cut with this insert. I take the standard letter size piece of paper, which is 8.5 by 11, and I'm making one cut. And then we get this. And you'll know you've done it right if the very small kind of unobtrusive, sorry it's a little fuzzy, copyright information, they kind of should be back to back. And so you're going to have these 2 pieces of paper, and then an easy way to remember it when you're making the insert is to kind of fold it in on itself like this, so that you know how they would go in your binder, and then that's how you hole punch them. Or in a really easy case scenario, you just know you're hole punching on the side that has the copyright information there, and then you're going to get this. I tried to make it that the copyright information is pretty unobtrusive so that when you're putting in there it still kind of has a clean look, but it's an easy guide to check things out. All of these are going to be free, the inserts, and they'll be available as a PDF in the down bar, so check it out. There'll be links there. Also, I make stamps for a living, so you'll see some of my stamps throughout this this video, and I will attach a link to my shop as well, just so you know. Since this really isn't a sharing video, I do have some page setups, but not a ton. I'm going to flip back to show you a little bit of a better idea. So here is the week of February 17th to the 23rd using the heart insert. As you can see, I just stamped out, these are my polka dot alpha stamps that I make, and it comes with the numbers, and I put that obviously in all the little areas. Then there's this general information. This little girl is mine, the arrows, the little letter, the stars, pretty much every stamp you see. Otherwise, it's the normal stickers from Target that I think everyone knows, and a few random market dots, and I think that's all the decoration that's here. So you can see if you want a busier look, and this is Target washi tape, that's an option. Another option is doing a really minimalist approach. So just using really no color coding, and you're just putting some black. Again, all the stamps you see, including on here, and the little kitty cat is from Aha Arts, which is mystamplineCom. That's AHA hyphen arts.com. Again, I'll put the link below. But this is really just for you to see how you can use the inserts, that you can kind of really infuse your own personality into it, and that's really was my goal. The next one we're going to move to is where we have just the circles. And for the circles, all I did was stamp in the dates here. I didn't fill in any information, so you could see just kind of how it works out like that. And then, again, back to the blank ones. So we'll go back here. The punch that I use for this is the Franklin-Covey metal punch that you can get on Amazon for around $22. I think that's in my blog post where I put the PDFs for the inserts. Again, these are available only in this size. If you use an A5, you should be able to get away with using these inserts. We know they're going to be a few centimeters off, but it's still going to work. You just have to use, your Filofax 6-hole punch. If you use a personal size in Filofax or anything else, you are just going to need to resize them. I haven't created them in that size because that isn't the size agenda that I use right now. And to be honest, it was going to kind of take a lot of math on my end. And this was, like I said, a really simple one-cut answer. That's why I go with this size journal or agenda to begin with. I'm trying to think of a few other things. The next thing is, if you already have your planner pages that came with your binder, or you already have your preferred one, I think what I like to do frequently is have 2 sets of week on 2 pages kind of running concurrently in my agenda, because what I like to do is use one all for work planning or work and personal things that aren't great, and then other things for maybe craft ideas, or you could use these pages to plan your project life if you do it. You could use it to plan your exercise, your meals, whatever. They're just, free inserts. And since they don't have the days, you don't have to feel obligated that you have to sort of print out all 52 weeks. You could put out a couple weeks if you're just working on a special project or a wedding or something. So I just wanted to provide a lot of versatility and, again, a lot of space, and so many of us are creative in what we do for Filofaxing and agenda, give you as much room as possible to do that. The other thing I was going to say is really this is just my thank you to everyone, because I find all the YouTube videos about organizers, about Filofax really enthralling and so inspiring, and I just really like them. So I thought I really wanted to give back to the community in some way, and hopefully some of you will like this. It's something I would like to do more of making inserts and doing things like that. So if this is something you find useful or you like, I would love a thumbs up, or even you to subscribe, because that helps me gauge what I should be doing and making more of these in the future if people seem to like them. So really, that's everything for now. I'm sure I'm forgetting a million things. I'm going to go rewatch this, see if I'm going to re-record it, or just get it uploaded so I can get the inserts to you guys. Thanks. Bye.